And they're off, and it looks like you're not too far off with your prediction. We've got a secret picked up by digshake right off the bat. It's a small secret for 8 rupees, and that's another thing we should keep in mind. We are still dealing with the first quest overworld, so we're going to see the 9 door repair penalties, still the 3 large secrets, 7 mediums, and 4 small. So we'll find out if this is going to be a rich seed or a poverty seed.
And on an unrelated note, the community message for that secret was probably my favorite entire game. Read the book to save the princess.
Ah, yes, because it is an item that just about every Zelda randomizer runner is going to want to avoid that book. When equipped with the wand, when you make contact with the enemy with your wand, with the book equipped, you will it will burst into flames, the wand zap, that is. While it could deal some extra damage to certain enemies, like, for instance, Gibdos, they're more of a hindrance than a help, because you can also take your own damage from those same flames, and it makes doing the Patra trick with the sword and wand much more difficult.
So we see right away, we see gorillas here in the overworld, so if the gorillas are in the overworld, we know that they won't be in the dungeons.
Yes, that is correct. The enemies will be shuffled. There are certain enemies that will always be relegated to the overworld or the dungeons. Like, for instance, I don't think you're going to see, because you're not going to see P-hats in the dungeons. That's just too difficult. That's a nice medium secret. 36 rupees there on Digshake's side.
And on Saver's side, he's using his trademark pause strats. He foregoes the quick swap to keep the pause button alive, and he finds the any key at the Armo statue.
Wow, that is a huge find there by Crystal Saver. So already, if he finds a dungeon, he will not be key blocked, whereas Digshake, if he finds a dungeon early, he may have to do a double dip here, because no keys, it's kind of tough to handle a dungeon when you have no keys.
Yeah, that's one less thing he has to worry about when traversing, and finds the any roads nice and early. Let's see if they're beneficial to him.
One isn't around Death Mountain, so that's actually pretty good. One that's even further into Death Mountain, which I guess is okay. And before we can check the other one, takes a death, so back to the start Saver goes. Digshake, meanwhile, he's going to check Vanilla level 2 and find the take any's, of course, as well.
Alright, so we have Vanilla 2, we have Lower Death Mountain, we have Deep in Death Mountain, and let's see what that last one is. I'm sure Digshake will give us a good view of it.
Yep, we're about to find out where the last one is. Also in Death Mountain. Ew. I've seen worse any roads, but having all 3 be on Death Mountain could be better. That's the expensive bait with the standard price of the blue ring at start. Both of these players are going to be looking for the wood sword or some kind of resource. A bonus cave, perhaps. Pick up that candle. Digshake finding the staircase. That's a potion shop, but with no letter, can't do anything there. Both Digshake and Saver finding the door repair penalty. The penalty is 18.
Alright, so 2 less than average. Not the worst.
Yeah, 15 to 25 is the range of the door repair penalties. Again, there are 9 of them. Crystal Saver finding a secret for 36 rupees. Digshake, meanwhile, finding the wood sword. So now he can go to work on dungeons if he can find some.
Saver's going to pick up his wood sword right now, or right here on the Vanilla first potion shop.
So right now, they're literally neck and neck. The only difference is Crystal Saver currently has the magical key, whereas Digshake does not at the moment. He is going to find the secret here for 36 more rupees.
Now I think Digshake's going to try to farm these gorillas, try to get a little bomb drop here.
Saver going to lose half of his rupees finding that door repair penalty, and now we see Digshake. He is going to head towards the east to start himself. Crystal Saver's going to find that same potion shop, but with no letter, there's nothing he can do here. Another door repair penalty for Digshake.
Oh, the blue Octorok's going down in 1 wood sword hit. That's nice, because you can farm them for bombs, and them going down in 1 hit makes life a lot easier.
And if they find a boomerang early, that potentially could be a 0 HP blue Octorok, which would be nice. But since they've already found the sword, the boomerang is probably going to lose its effectiveness very, very quickly. But when you get to the plus or minus 4 hit point rounds that you're going to see in the Elite 8, boomerang becomes much more valuable. Speaking of valuable, Crystal Saver just found a take any cave, and correctly, in my opinion, picks up the candle. Digshake going to come up. No, he does not! The blue Darknut sniped him, and Digshake will have to go back to start.
Yeah, blue Darknut's some of the most annoying enemies in the game. They move very fast, and they hit very hard.
That's correct, because normally they have 8 hit points, and every time you get hit by them without a ring of any kind, you're going to lose 2 hearts. The rich get richer as Crystal Saber finds his second Take Any Cave, picks up the heart container up to 4, means he now has a 1 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item if he can find it.
Diggs should get a nice bomb drop from the Regaria so he can start blowing things up like Nautical Rock right here.
Yes, and Paratrooper making a good point. That could prove to be a costly death. We've just found out what the white sword item is. It is the heart container. And speaking of heart containers, Crystal Saber already has found 3 of the 4 bonus caves and now has a 2 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item, which we know is the heart container.
See, level 7 on Digshake's side here at the Lost Hills Armos.
Level 7 tends to be a tricky level. While it's smaller typically than level 6 and 8, though the seed that I did yesterday, the randomizer seed that I did with Tetralean Company, level 7 and level 8 actually were the same size at 30 rooms. But yeah, 8 is typically going to be bigger than level 7, and it tends to have you play everybody's favorite Hylian game show, Find the Bomb Hole. So Digshake not going to do anything right now. He does find the magical sword, Crystal Saber finding level 3.
Level 3 is a nice little small dungeon, but one thing I've noticed a lot here with level 3 and these flags especially, it's segmented a lot of times.
Yeah, well, we've seen level 3 tend to be quadruple segmented. Digshake finding the any key behind that armor statue, so both of these runners no longer have to worry about keys going into dungeons. Crystal Saber could use some bombs here. He was locked in with that Dodongo, and because he had no bombs, he had to up an A and go back to the start. Finds a clock drop with these Stealthos here, and no problem there at all. Digshake gonna head to northeast. We had seen this screen on Crystal Saber's side earlier. This is level 1. That's a good level for Digshake to find, and now that he's got the any key, it's really going to be easy for him. There are 2 items in level 1, one that's going to be on the ground, one behind a staircase. Speaking of staircases, we have the magical boomerang, the scrap metal, the inferior model, whatever you want to call it, and Crystal Saber says, I
mean, if TGE was still here commentating like he was originally supposed to, he might have grabbed that out of spite, but yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so TGE might have caught a break right there, because yes, he was due to do commentary with me for this match, but obligations came up for him. So New York Rambler, I do appreciate you pinch hitting for TGE tonight. And yeah, if TGE was doing commentary, I'm pretty sure he would have picked it up.
Yeah, so say we're going to continue looking through 3. One of the good things about 3 and 1, 2, 3, and 4, in fact, if the rooms are connected and you can bomb into it, it will explode.
That's correct. And furthermore, if it's not a segmented dungeon, if they find the staircase, guaranteed it's going to be the item. We've not found the map here. We haven't found any maps, but we have found a heart container on Digshake's side. He now has a 1 in 3 chance of picking up that extra heart container. Now, we already know that is not the item because, again, heart container is the white sword item. So he's still looking for the drop item on the ground.
But this push block could lead to an item here in level 1.
Ooh! Wow, nice find by Digshake. He gets the ladder, so he's got the any key and the ladder early, right off the top. So Digshake won't have to worry about being ladder blocked in dungeons. Great find by Digshake.
You get the map here at level 3, and I would say name that an ink blot, but I think it's pretty easy. This is just a mirror image at level 2.
Kind of does look like a mirror image at level 2, but you know what I think it is? I think it's somebody flexing their muscles. That's what it looks like to me.
The Meta Sigma flex.
Yes, absolutely. Crystal Saber finding the Triforce here in level 3, so we have our first Triforce capture match. Crystal Saber's got it. Digshake shouldn't be too far behind, though.
Digshake's still looking for one more item here in 1. It's going to be on the floor somewhere, so...
Oh, Lag City. With all these blue moblins, it's become Lag City when they're firing their arrows. He's got to be careful. He's down to half a heart. Does get a bomb drop from those blue moblins. Down to 1 more blue moblin. Just make sure you don't take a death here. Be very careful. Got him. Unfortunately, no drop.
And Saber buys the bombs, but did you see the price of those bombs? 35.
Oh, that's an ugly, ugly price for bombs. The normal price is 20, and the range is 1 to 40 for the price. So that is a nasty price for bombs. So hopefully these runners don't have to resort to purchasing it, especially if this is a poverty seed. We do have an ink plot for level 1 contestants. Name it.
Looks like someone trying to do the finger symbol for what's up, but one of the fingers is a little distorted there.
Pretty tiny level 1 as well. Just 13 rooms.
And we have the hint that 2 is on Death Mountain, and just as we get that hint, Saber finds 2.
Yes, indeed. So, Saver going to be looking for an item that is on the ground, and Digshake wants no part of those Lionels. Unfortunately, he may have to toy with them because this has the potential of being a drop room, this reverse C.
I think there's one verse C in the entire game that's a drop. A lot of the others are pushes.
And some of them don't do anything, and unfortunately the Lionels did their dirty work against Digshake, so Digshake will have to go back to the start and try again.
Saver finds an early Triforce in 2, but he's going to forego it for now. He's going to look for that item. It's going to be one of those drop items again.
And I certainly don't blame Crystal Saver. Level 2 is typically small enough that you're going to want to plunge into level 2 and try to find it, provided the enemy set isn't too difficult. And he finds these same Lionels do 2 hearts of damage every time you get hit by their beams, making good use of the bombs. We find the map. Let's take a look at it. Not a segmented level 2. Contestants, name that ink plot.
But I will say 1, 2, and 3, they're kind of nice and smooth. It's not like they're all disjointed like you see sometimes.
Yeah, we've seen 3 levels, and neither one of them have been segmented, and this is another small one at 14 rooms, so that leads me to believe that 4, 5, and 6 are going to be doozies. Oh! Wow! The rich get richer. Digshake finding the second item in level 1 all by itself. It's the bow. He has halfway to what he needs to defeat the beast. And with that, Digshake picks up the Triforce in level 1, so both of these runners have a Triforce apiece, but Crystal Saver getting very close to being completed with level 2. He's still looking for the item that is on the ground. Just a few more rooms left to go. Thankfully for Crystal Saver, bow is not required against that Goma because the 5 rupee was there. And there's the heart container. So Digshake, or Crystal Saver rather, is up to 7 hearts. He's guaranteed an extra heart container if he wants to go back for it.
Yeah, Digshake now going to finish off blowing up this northeast corner. Ooh, red ring!
Wow, Crystal Saver picking up a great treasure. It's the red ring, so you don't have to spend money on the blue ring. The red ring is going to quadruple his defense. Saver's damage is down to 1/4 the base value. What a pickup. This has been a very generous seed so far for these runners. What's the catch?
I guess it's going to have to be something with the silvers deep in level 9, guarded by like 5 extras.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the coastal item was the power bracelet.
Yeah, we got a very quick look at the power bracelet, I guess. That's the one thing I missed really fast. But Saver gets his Triforce in 2. He now has 2 Triforces, and now he has the red ring. Once he goes to 1, he's going to be very well set.
Yeah, Digshake now back to the screen he took a death on earlier now. He's in a little bit of a jam here because if he gets bopped by a blue Dark Knight, he'll take another death that he can't afford to be taking. And right now, the way this is shaping up, with Crystal Saver having the red ring now, Digshake really cannot afford to take deaths. We see the price here. Wooden Arrow's on the fairly expensive side at 90 rupees. The cheap bait is just very slightly below the vanilla price at 59.
Digshake finding another door repair, and Saber finding another secret here. Ooh, 84!
That's not great, so it's a good thing that Crystal Saber found that red ring. I wouldn't consider this a poverty seed because the medium is fairly decent, but by no means is this a big money seed or even an average money seed. I'd say this is what I like to call a below average money seed. Not a poverty seed, you know, where the large secret is like 50 to 60 and the medium's like 20 something. I call this a below average money seed.
Yeah, the medium secret's the most common one, and it's well above the average. The large and the small just slightly below their averages. So yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah. So Digshake going to check the waterfall, which tends to be one of the more difficult screens, but with Blue Octorok's not a problem. Crystal Saber finding his second large secret for another 84 rupees as Digshake picks up a medium secret, takes him up to 65.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, he doesn't have the bow yet, but because he has the red ring, we know he's not going to need a blue ring, so he might buy the meat and the arrows as soon as he comes across them again.
But that could be proven difficult. Crystal Saber finding another door repair penalty. That is a money-making game that Digshake found, so he's just going to up and pick a different path.
Saber stumbles into 4 on the coast.
Yeah, that's a nice level to find there. Again, if this is not segmented, this could potentially be the end. But typically when you see an early staircase, that's usually a telltale sign that it's segmented. I think we're going to deal with a segmented level 4. Am I right? Yep. So there's the first level that is segmented. And, this could potentially be what I like to call a stealth dead-end staircase. But Crystal Saber's able to find a bomb hole.
This could also be a staircase room, but you have to deal with these many, many blue Lionels in order to get it.
However, in this case, it will not be a staircase room because there was a shutter door to the north that automatically deletes that idea. But yeah, the triple bar room that you see is one of the second quest rooms that potentially could have a staircase. But anytime there is a automatic drop that you see, like a 5 rupee or the compass or the map, or if there's a shutter door, then you already know that it's not going to be the staircase. There's the map. It's just the double segmented. Name that ink blot.
A very distorted question mark. Oh, here's the bomb upgrade, and a little above average pay, but you get your average number of bombs.
Could be worse. I've seen worse, but that's a good purchase there by Crystal Slaver. Again, he doesn't need to save money to purchase a blue ring because he's got the red ring. I would have picked up that bomb upgrade as well. Gives him an extra 4 bombs, and that could really help him out later, particularly in level 9. 19 rooms, so I'd say a little bit above average for the size of level 4, but then again, with how small 1, 2, and 3 were, it kind of doesn't surprise me. So I think 5 is going to be a gigantic one.
Alright, so we're just to see if we've seen a lot of water rooms here in 4. If we are in fact a ladder block, Digshake has a ladder already, Saber does not. But we know now that we're not ladder blocked from the Triforce because it was in a room just north where there's a few bubbles.
Alright, Crystal Saver finds himself back into that blue Lionel room again. We know the staircase is not here, so he's going to check a different path to the south.
Probably wants to go to the northeast first, and maybe check those 3 rooms in the deep northwest of this dungeon.
Yeah, he had already checked the south, so he's going to check either the northeast or the northwest. Looks like he's heading toward the northwest.
Or he might just take the Triforce and leave.
Yeah, he may gamble here. That wouldn't surprise if he decided to take the gamble. We'll find out. This is a potential push block room right here. Crystal Saver's going to keep on going. There's the heart container. That'll put him up to 8 hearts. And already he's down to just needing 2 more hearts for a chance at the magical sword. And remember, the heart container is the white sword item. So magical sword very well could be in play for Crystal Saver.
Yeah, Digshake's still in with just 4 hearts because he didn't find all the bonus caves that Saber found early in the game.
And remember, he died on that screen in Vanilla Level 3 where he could have gotten a candle, and that would have opened up 2 more bonus caves. That is not a push block for Saber, so that is not where the item is. Digshake also fighting the same bad news. This room, ooh!
Yeah, is the item Goma block?
It very well could be Goma block, because that is a potential push block room, this maze room, but here's another one.
But we may handle it blocked. At least we can kill them and handle it, though.
Yeah, it's not a Superman handle, thankfully, but you still gotta land your shots, and Crystal Saber's just gonna go for it, and he does it. With the red ring.
There's the item.
Yep. What do we have here? We have got the wand.
Not the worst, but definitely not the best, but he'll take it for sure.
Absolutely, because it does the same amount of damage as a white sword, and early on it's less than 20 minutes in. Yeah, you're going to pick up that one, and it's going to be very useful against Patras, so solid find there by Crystal Saber. Digshake keeps looking hard enough, he'll find that ladder too. Or the wand is, the wand.
You should have realized that the Goma didn't have the room because there was a key in that room.
Yep, that's true. I didn't pay attention. I didn't see that key, but yes. Now you're the one that's correcting me what I had told you earlier.
Wait, who's the one that commentates Zelda 1? Who's the one that commentates Zelda 3? Wait a minute.
Yeah, key sanity. Digshake picks up his Triforce in level 4. Let's see if he decides to go back in or if he leaves it. He's going to leave the item behind, and it's going to turn out to be the right call.
Yeah, he's going to gamble not needing the item 4, and yeah, you don't need it. I mean, it's a nice item to have. The wand's definitely a good item, but you don't need it.
Digshake finding a large secret that'll put him around 200 rupees, 202. Crystal Saver picking up his Triforce piece in level 4. That is number 3 on the board for him.
Digshake ended up close to that 250 for the blue ring. Little does he know that all he has to do is go into 2 and he gets a free red ring just lying on the ground somewhere.
Saver finds his third and final large secret on the coast. That was the same one that Digshake picked up. Now, Digshake said 238 rupees. If he sees another secret, I wouldn't pick it up.
We see one of the Red Octorok sets are a beefy variety that did not go down in one hit. Now, there is two different kinds of Red Octoroks in this game.
And also two different kinds of Blue Octoroks as well, because you have the slow-moving ones and the fast-moving ones. They are separate hit point scales for those 4 different kinds of Octoroks. The slow versus the fast-moving, the blue versus the red. There are 4 different types.
Digshake did in fact pick up his power bracelet just now on the coast, so he can now activate those 4 push blocks in the overworld.
It becomes much more useful when we get into second quest overworlds. All your base are belong to us. Digshake finding the hint shops, but so far 2 strikes. Is he going to strike out swinging, or is there a home run behind the 22? Oh, nothing but community hints. A tough break there by Digshake.
Alright, Digshake's probably going to go... He's heading back towards level 7. I was going to go check these push blocks now.
Crystal Saver finding the hint shop, and he decides not to purchase. And speaking of hint shops, we find the other hint shop. Oh, and we're 0 for 4 on hints. Digshake going to try the 26. Sail over the water and find the book. That means the raft is required to beat this seed.
It's not required for the book, obviously, because the book's obviously, we already talked about the book, but we know already, because the white sword item was the heart container, that the book is in a dungeon, so a dungeon is hiding in a raft spot.
And Digshake going into level 7 right now. Yeah, there is one exception regarding the sail over the water. More often than not, I'd say like 90% of the time or more. If you see that hint, then you're going to need the raft to beat the seed. However, the white sword item can be raft blocked, but sometimes that white sword item might be like the wooden boomerang, and that's something you don't need. Uh-oh, Digshake finding one of the 3 potential mugger rooms to leave your life, bombs, keys, heart situation. There's anywhere between 0 and 3 of those kind of rooms in a run.
Also, that first room with the blue Goma is a potential push block room, so maybe we need the arrows to get the silver arrows?
Who knows? It might be one of those good old chain reaction seeds where one item leads to another.
Well, Saver's in 1, and we know that this is going to be a good decision. We're going to find a ladder and a bow in here.
Absolutely. Digshake does have a candle to his name at the moment. He's currently got 5 hearts. Crystal Saver's at 10 hearts. He already has 22 minutes in, a 20% chance of picking up the magical sword. Now, we already know where that magical sword is. I don't think we have it marked on the map, but we did see it, and Crystal Saver is going to find his ladder, so that's a very nice find for him. If he keeps on delving further into 1, he will indeed get the D.
And having 10 hearts and the red ring means you basically have 40 hearts worth of health going through this dungeon, so we can go right up to a 3-headed Gliok with a wooden sword and just tank it with no problem.
Speaking of tanking things, that's exactly what Digshake won't be able to do against this Manhandle. Every time he gets hit, he's going to lose 1 heart, and unfortunately, he couldn't get the bullseye on Manhandle. He needs to land these bomb shots. It's just like playing level 3 in the vanilla, huh? Nice shot. That was a good fairy as well, and uh-oh, look out for those Wizrobes, Digshake.
Yep, level 7, we're starting to see the first infestation of Wizrobes.
Saver is now into Lag City as well with all those blue moblins. He's just going to go ahead and tank them. Certainly don't blame him at this point with that red ring. Well, this is quite a wide level 7. This leads me to believe it could potentially be segmented.
We see another Gliok, this time a 4-headed variety.
The reason I say that's because level 7 and level 8, that's another mugger room. There are 2 mugger rooms here in level 7, and this time he's going to have to pay the toll.
He's thinking about it. He doesn't want to, but I think he has to, and he has to get one of his bombs.
Yeah, he's either going to have to give up his bombs or go up an A. He's going to up an A. Interesting call by Digshake. He's going to leave and come back later.
Saver got his bow and his Triforce in 1, so he is now set here. All he has to do... He's pretty much tied up now with Digshake here.
Yeah, that's
actually ahead.
He is ahead. he's definitely ahead. He's got 4 Triforce pieces. Now, Crystal Saver, did he pick up the bow?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to light that up on his side of the board. And yeah, Crystal Saver definitely has a lead now on Digshake. And I understand you don't want to give up your bombs because resource management means everything, but I am not a fan of the play that Digshake made right there.
Yeah, you're in a dungeon, you're pretty well deep into it, and, you know, you're still looking for a lot of items, mainly the silver arrows at this point, but, oh, we find level 6 right next to start.
So that means the only levels we have not found are 5, 8, and 9, and one of those 3 is going to be Raft Block. The way this is shaping up, I'm guessing level 9 has the book.
Well, I think for these winners' sakes, they want to see 5 have the book, because then they know that they don't need to dig the item out of 5.
Saver finding the 4th and final bonus cave here and picks up the heart container. He now has a 40% chance of picking up the magical sword, and unfortunately, Digshake taking a death in level 6.
Yeah, blue land moles as soon as you walk into a room from the left. Not the best scenario to be in.
Now, Crystal Saver's going to try level 7 here, and he's going to find those same 2 Mugger rooms. However, unlike Digshake, Saver does have the money to pay the toll if he so pleases, but also he's got 12 bombs maximum, so he might be more willing to give up one of his max bombs.
I think he'll still give up the rupees instead. We don't really need the rupees anymore at this point. Maybe to buy wood arrows, but we never know.
You just never know if there's going to be a bow block, and if those silvers are in level 9, and you've got a Goma blocking a Triforce or a key item in level 5 or 8 or 6 or something like that, yeah. Money could still be an issue yet.
Yeah, it could very well be blocking the item or the transport staircase here in 7, because we saw right away in that second room that there is a Goma blocking a potential staircase room.
Right.
Patches in 6 as well.
Wow, so you don't have to be in level 9 to find Patches in the Zelda Randomizer. We find one right here in level 6, and because Digshake doesn't have the wand, this is not going to be pretty because he's at 2 hearts. 1 hit, he's done. Bullseye for Saver. Nice kill of Troll Handle there by Saver. Nicely played.
Saver being a little more liberal with taking out these Wizrobes because he has that red ring. He's able to tank this damage a little more likely.
Right now, that red ring making a world of difference in this race right now. This is turning out to be one of those right order seasons. And it's looking like Saver is picking the right order here. Let's see if this is a push block. It is. Let's see if this is the item or a transport. It's the item. White Sword!
Just like the wand, it's an item that you don't need, but you're definitely taking.
Yeah, that's a nice find for Digshake. That's going to double his attack power, so now anything he hits with the White Sword, he'll do 2 hit points of damage.
And level 7 has a very interesting looking ink blot.
It looks like a toupee. That's a toupee.
Huge.
I'm not going to say whose toupee it is, but that's a toupee if I've ever seen one. There's the other bomb upgrade here in level 6, but Digshake doesn't have enough cash. Speaking of cash...
the first Mugger and immediately gets rid of the money. He doesn't want to get rid of the bombs.
Now, this is a 28-room level 7. Now, level 8 is going to connect to level 7 because 7 and 8 are separate 8x8 grids. So, level 8 is going to look like the fill-in of where level 7 is. And there could be a few one-offs here, what I like to call stealth staircases. So, stay tuned if we find that ink blot for level 8. What we have found on Digshake's side is the Triforce out of level 6. That is the 3rd Triforce piece for him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go back in just yet. He already has the bow and the ladder, so all he's looking for is silvers. He'll only dig in if he needs to.
No, he already found the White Sword. Digshake's done with that level.
Oh, that's right, yes.
And we are quickly finding items, so I'm going to give a rundown of what we have found so far. Level 1 has the ladder and the bow. Level 2 has the red ring. Level 3, the inferior model. Level 4, the wand. We haven't even found level 5 yet. Level 6 had the White Sword. We don't know what's in level 7, though Saver is hot on the trail. He may find the item very shortly. Level 8 we have not found yet either. And the Armo statue item was the Any Key. The ladder item was the Power Bracelet. The White Sword item, the Heart Container. And Saver has found the Triforce in level 7.
If he finds level 5, it's one screen north of level 6.
Yes, indeed. So we're down to level 8 and level 9, and at least one of those 2 is Wrath blocked.
Yes, we know that from the hint that we got that we have to sail over the water to get the book.
Yes, indeed. Say we're going to check vanilla level 5 and find a secret to add 8 rupees to his total. Digshake has a problem here. He is out of bombs, and that could be tough. Now, there were some bomb-dropping enemies in that room, particularly the orange Wizrobes, so might have a chance to get some bombs there. He's hoping that it doesn't resort to that.
Finds another heart container. He now has 6. And nice little orange Wizrobes here, so we can try to get the bombs from these guys. And they're going down in 2 white sword hits, so they're pretty close to vanilla.
Yep, they're either vanilla or they're -1. And there's another Mugger room! So we have found all 3 Mugger rooms in this seat, which means there will not be any in level 9.
There's still a meat block hiding around somewhere.
Yes, indeed. Dig Dogger really just likes all kinds of music, and we have not seen too many helpful hints. We've seen a lot of community hints in these mixed hints race that we're seeing right now, so this has been a tough seed for knowing where things are for both of our runners.
But the one real hint that we did find was a very big one that Digshake has the information on.
Saber getting the old news regarding that his brother has the heart container as the white sword item, which, by the way, I don't think he's went back to pick it up, so I think at the moment he may save it until later, because
I believe Saber does have the white sword heart container.
Did he pick it up? Okay.
Yes.
If so, I must have flat out missed it. But Digshake here in level 5 looking for the item. And we are getting indication that Saber did pick up the white sword heart container. I don't know if he has checked the magical sword yet. Digshake does find the Triforce out of level 5, and that is his 4th Triforce piece.
And he's starting to run out of dungeons to dive if he wants to find his raft. He knows that he needs to find a raft somewhere.
And he's bailed out of level 5 without finding the item, so he's taking a risk.
Yeah, he's still looking for 2. He's still looking for 8. He has to go back into 7. He might have to buy wood and arrows for 7, though.
That is true. That's a pretty cheap magical shield for 74 rupees, but I don't think we're going to see any of our runners buy that. But for those of you who may have never seen the magical shield before, what it does is it reflects the Zola fireballs, Wizro beams, Lionel beams, the beams that the fiery turrets, the Beamo statue, and but you got to be careful, because if you get swallowed by a like you don't break out of it fast enough, you lose that shield.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a huge fan of the magical shield, because I get eaten by like all the time.
Yeah. But if it's one of those heavy combat seeds and it's a big money seed, which is not the case this time around, it might be worth your while. But yeah, I don't blame you. It's not an item you typically see very often. It's something you might see more often in a boomstick seed, which is something you're not going to see in this tournament.
Yeah, Saber now in 5 as well. Takes the first staircase and continues to traverse here.
Saber goes into level 5. If the raft is here in level 5, Digshake's in big trouble. Digshake getting the same old news that Crystal Saber got regarding the heart container.
Speaking of heart containers, Saber now has 12.
Yeah, the maximum number of hearts you need for the magical sword is 14, and again, the magical sword is next to the white sword heart container, so again, he potentially might make a play for magical sword. Plus, it's near level 7. He finds the compass. He already knows where the Triforce is, so he's still looking for the item. Digshake, unfortunately, taking a death, and Saber finding the 3rd penalty, or the Mugger room himself.
That's the second one he's seen.
Right, he didn't see the one at the beginning of level 7 like Digshake found when he delved into there.
Saber continues to dig out 5. He's going to look for his item. I don't think he knows yet that we need that raft for sure. And I don't think he's seen the coast item yet, which we know is the power bracelet.
And you need the power bracelet to get the hint that you need the raft to complete this seed. Digshake finding level 2 now, so if he delves far enough, he will find his red ring, which is something he sorely needs right now. He's taken quite a few deaths already.
Yeah, red ring will make Digshake's combat a lot better.
With the white sword, that could give him a little bit of advantage on Saver right now. He's at 5 Triforce pieces as Saver. Digshake currently at 4. I mean, this is still a relatively close race, and with level 9 being the great equalizer, it's still not out of the realm of possibility that Digshake could come from behind, especially if silver arrows are 9.
Well, also, Saber still doesn't know about the raft being required yet. Digshake has that information.
Right, and all bets are off if the raft is in level 5. But Saber is going to pick up the Triforce in level 5, and that is his 6th Triforce piece. Let's see if he goes back into level 5, or if he gambles again. Digshake finding the map to level 2, not a big one, so Digshake knows he can go ahead and explore it. He'll find his red ring, and Saber's going to gamble.
So both our runners have gambled on leaving level 5 here.
Yes, indeed. Now Saver has found level 6. Again, we know that the white sword is the item here in level 6. But 5, 7, and 8, one of those 3 levels has the raft. And the raft is required for at least 1 level.
Now, if the raft is actually at 8, we know... I mean, if the book is an 8, and that's where the raft spot is, we know for a fact that the raft will be either in 5 or 7.
That would be correct. If we find some kind of hint regarding the book's location, like if it says Gleeok returns with the book, that would be a hint saying that the raft would, or the book would be in level 8, and the raft is required to get to level 8. And yes, as you would say, that would mean 5 or 7 has the raft, because there are 5 items that cannot be in level 9. You've got the ladder, the power bracelet, the bow, the raft, and the recorder. Those are 5 items that can never be in level 9. Not in these flags, at least.
Yeah, just basically look at on the tracker, you'll see the 6 items that are usually required to complete the seed. Those 6 items are never in 9 except for the silver arrows.
Yep, silver arrows are fair game to be in level 9, which we've seen plenty of times already in the tournament.
I mean, you see them all the time when you play vanilla, so why not?
Absolutely. Nice shot with the bombs there. He gets a return on his bombs and the red ring, so that's going to quadruple his defense as well. So now he just needs to make a beeline back to the Triforce. That'll be his 5th Triforce piece, and it's going to make combat much, much easier for Digshake.
And I think speaking of making combat easier, Saber's grabbing his white sword now.
Yep, so that'll double his attack power. He's got the red ring. Digshake also has the red ring, so now Saber just needs to find the Triforce, and he will be done with level 6 with just level 8 left to go. So 2 levels still at large, level 8 and level 9. And again, at least one of those 2 is raft block, and I want to see a double raft block. That would be something.
A double raft block? Jeez.
We've already seen it at least once in this tournament. I believe I was doing commentary for that race, and I've seen it a few times before, so yeah.
I've seen seeds where it's like raft and recorder and power bracelet all needed for levels.
Meanwhile, Saber did find the 2nd bomb upgrade, went ahead and purchased it. He now has a maximum capacity of 16 bombs, so that is really going to help him out in level 9, as Digshake still only has the maximum of 8.
Digshake finding the letter, but not taking it. He wants that item space.
Yep. I certainly don't blame him at this point now that he's got the red ring. One was in level 4. Saber gets his Triforce piece out of level 6. He now has 7 Tringles, 1 more, and he's got the full Triforce and will be eligible to go into level 9. Digshake is exploring Death Mountain. Saber's going to check this spot next to start. That's a potion shop. He does not have the letter, so nothing doing for him.
Yeah, these runners with the red ring and the skill of these runners, they don't really need the letter or potions at this point. I mean, they'll probably take one if they find one in a Take Any. They'll take a potion, but that's about it.
Yeah, in Digshake's case, he might do that, but Crystal Saber's already found all 4 Take Any caves, so that option is off the table now for Saber. He's going back to 5.
He's going to take this item out. He's going to take a little risk. And again, if the raft is in here, we know it's going to pay off big for him.
Absolutely. Digshake is going to try to check this power bracelet spot, doing the screen scroll here. Oh, it's the wooden boomerang!
All hail!
Yep, and he's not going to pick it up way too late for a boomerang. That means the raft is either in level 7 or in level 8, and the recorder is either in level 7 or in level 8. Maybe both are in 8.
Perhaps.
And with that, we are down to 5 items. That's it, 5 items.
Digshake finds level 3.
Yeah, he's not going to be too pleased to find the item here in level 3, being the scrap metal. So that's going to really narrow his odds of finding that raft. Now, Saver took a chance on level 7, and it's looking more and more likely that this could be a bad gamble on Saver's part. But Digshake hasn't even gotten the Triforce out of level 7 because he was in there.
Find 8. Raft is 9.
Raft is definitely in 9, so we do know that one of the items in level 9 is the book.
Yes, 9 has the book and is raft blocked.
Yes, indeedy. So we now know that the raft is in level, or the raft is required to get to level 9. Here is the ink blot for level 8, and believe it or not, it is not segmented. Name that ink blot.
It's a small open mouth.
You know what? This is actually tight. There's a raft! Whoa! So Crystal Saver is going to take the lead. His gamble of not digging the item in level 7 is going to pay off. And you know, this is actually a very small level 8 by standards. It's only 28 rooms. That's the tiniest level 8 I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's a very small level 8. That looks more like a level 6 dungeon than a level 8 dungeon.
And I don't know what level... I forgot how many rooms level 7 had. I don't know if it was 28 or 29. If it was 29, then level 7 was bigger than level 8. There's the other end, the recorder.
That helps them traverse the overworld a lot easier. We know it's not needed for Recorder Lake, and we know it's probably not needed for Dig Doggers, unless we find a Dig Dogger blocking the Triforce here in 8. But it's good to traverse the overworld with.
That means we are down to 2 items, the red candle and the silver arrows. One of them is in level 9.
And the other one's in level 7. I know us as commentators, I want to see Silver's in 7.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Silver Arrows are in 7 because I always go back to the very first matchup between Crystal Saver and Jam Eviler. And Jam Eviler had the lead on Crystal Saver, but Jam gambled that the arrows would be in level 9 where Crystal Saver didn't gamble, and Crystal Saver's not doing the sabermetrics method ended up paying off for Crystal Saver. So wouldn't surprise me if the Silver Arrows would be in 7 yet again.
We might have been Goma blocked in 8 from the Triforce.
Well, that's a tough break there, and Crystal Saver does not have arrows. We know that the arrows are in 7 or 9. We'll see if Crystal Saver decides to buy arrows, or if it takes a shot and goes back into 7 in the hopes that silver arrows are there.
He's going to buy arrows.
And it's the right call. I would too. If he knows he is Goma blocked from the Triforce, yeah, you're going to purchase the wooden arrows, and you're going to take that gamble that the silver arrows are in level 9.
The one room that needed to connect the lower eastern part of the northern western part was Goma blocked.
That's unbelievable, because that was a pretty linear way to get to that segment of level 8. So, yeah, go figure.
I think we're going to see a Mag's attempt here on Saver's side.
He's got a 60% chance of picking up the magical sword, and that would double his attack power one more time. Is 12 hearts enough for Mags? Yes, it is!
We don't see Mags too often in Randomizer these days, but Saver has it. Now he's going to go check the raft spot.
Yep, and with that magical sword, he can now do 4 hit points of damage to enemies when he does damage. So, a nice play by Saver. The gamble pays off. He is in really good shape to claim victory in this race.
And Digshake found the 3 take any's in 3 straight rooms, and Saver finds 9. It's the eastern coast spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, 43 minutes and 50 seconds in. Saver's in 9.
Yeah, but he can't do anything in there yet. He needs to go back to 8 to get the Triforce.
Yeah, now he's out of 9, and yeah, he was just checking to see where level 9 was, because there's 2 raft spots, one in Northeast Hyrule where a take any normally is, and one where vanilla level 4 is, so I don't blame Saver for looking at it. He was right in that vicinity anyways. Might as well take a peek.
And I don't think he saw that it was required yet, so he now knows all he needs to complete this game at this point is silver arrows.
Well, good news for digshake, he's now in level 8, so he's going to find the raft and he's going to find the recorder. The bad news is he's going to find himself Goma block, and I don't believe he has wood arrows either.
No, he's not buying them yet.
So he's going to find himself in a little bit of pain here when he finds that Goma block. And yeah, that's a pretty awful spot for a level 8. It is not near any level at all, and it's not even near start, so you definitely have to make some kind of trek to get there. Digshake does find the transport staircase. Level 8 is going to have one of those by default, but it doesn't take him very far.
Alright, see where... Okay, this is where... Oh, is this where the Goma block was? I must have missed it. I thought it was the lower west room, but it must have been this room right here. Oh, it's guarding the Triforce itself.
Ah, that's it. So yep, the Goma is blocking the Triforce, and you have to defeat it. What kind of Goma? It's the blue one, so they're more beefy, because they take 3 wooden arrows or 2 silver arrows, and of course there's the plus or minus 2 HP, so it could potentially take 4 wooden arrows. And Crystal Saver does not have much money. His shots have to be accurate.
Got it, though.
Very nicely done. So Crystal Saver gets his 8th and final Triforce piece. He is now eligible to go into level 9. And in his mind, there's a 2 and 3. Well, not in his mind, because he. Oh wait, it is in his mind, because he knows everything else. He just does not know what's in level 7. We don't know anything about level 7. So in his mind, it's a 2 and 3 chance of finding the silver arrows in level 9. So New York Rambler, go over what we're going to be looking for in level 9.
Level 9, we're going to be there's listening for the Roar of Ganon. He is going to be basically perpendicular to whatever room you're in. If you're in one room and you hear him, you'll know he's one room away. The only difference is if you are in a room with a Goma, or not a Goma, a Patra, they mask where Ganon's were. Also, there's going to be 3 hint rooms in here. We are looking for the hints for Zelda's quadrant. We are looking for Ganon's quadrant. We are looking for the quadrant of the Silvers if they're in 9 or if they're elsewhere. And we are looking for which enemy guards a compass. We find Zelda's room right away, and we hear the Roar of Ganon.
So, easy access to Ganon's room, so east of the east. Alright, now, since we found all 3 Mugger rooms, that will not replace one of the 3 potential hints. But we still haven't seen the bait block, and that could potentially take away one of our hints. Now, also, he's looking for the silver arrows. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon, but without any silver arrows, he'll have to try to bomb out, or he'll have to up an A.
You know, we can't bomb right, because that's Zelda's room. Bomb left, hopefully. Maybe get out of here. Nope, we're trapped.
Yep, so he's going to have to up A and try again, and that means Crystal Saver will have to take the path to the right. Digshake finding his raft here in level 8, so now he has everything he needs to complete the seed except the wooden arrows.
I'm going to guess that this is a transport staircase just based on the fact of, where Ganon is. Oh, no, it's not him. And silvers!
Wow! Silver arrows were in level 9. That means the red candle was in level 7.
Saver has been walking on water this seed.
Absolutely. Saver can do no wrong. And unless Link proves to be the best hide-and-seeker in the world, Crystal Saver's going to get a sub-hour in the seed.
Now, legitimately this time, here's Ganon.
That's right. We are looking for 4 magical sword hits to take down the beast. There's 1. Hyrule Driver's going to cost him 1 heart. We've got 2 hits. There's 3. 1 more to go, and Saver will have bacon. We've got bacon. Now we need to fire the silver arrow. Got it. Triforce of power in hand. So now Saver, all he needs to do is find a room where the shutter door automatically opens. It's a single shutter door room. Finds it. He will have found Link, and he will complete the seed. And if he's lucky enough, he still could get a sub 50 out of this.
There it is!
Well, maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. It opened right away, but there's no enemies in the room.
Yeah, there's no enemies in the room. Is it? No. Nope. False.
All right, debated.
We got debated. Better luck next time. Saver's going to go ahead and take this transport staircase, so either looking for a hint to where the kidnapped is or looking for the compass.
Yeah, those 2 will be what we're looking for. And again, we're still looking for shutter doors that open if there's enemies in them.
Yes, indeed. So he is going to fly through these rooms like there is no tomorrow at this point. He's going to go through everything, and He's got 9 bombs, so his resources are looking pretty good. Digshake going back to level 7. He still needs to Triforce out of here, but little does he know, this is not going to be where he's going to find a good treasure.
I mean, he'll find a red candle. That's a good treasure in the first 10 minutes of the game, right?
Right. And it very well could be bow block, because remember, that Goma that you saw is in a broken triple bar room, which is a push block in second quest.
Saber finding a dead end here. They're still looking for Link in this case.
Sub 50, unfortunately for Saber, he will not be the 5th runner to get a sub 50 in the tournament, but he's still in really good shape to pull off the sub hour. However, Saber quickly down to just 2 bombs on level 9. Map is very key because it'll tell you which rooms you definitely can't bomb in or out of, so he's going to be looking for the map and or the compass.
Up here's a transport staircase. Maybe will lead him to the right direction.
Wow, this is a nasty room. 8 blue Lionels. Now, yes, he's got the red ring, so if he gets hit, he's only going to lose half a heart. But he's only got 3 hearts to begin with, and he leaves that heart behind. The hit detection, please.
Looking for probably some bomb dropping enemies, and he finds them here in the blue moblins, but not getting any bombs from them.
Nope. When you want something from the game is not going to provide because the game knows.
I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yes, plenty of times indeed. Well, he does get a bomb drop from the blue Lionels, which indeed are in the bomb dropping group, so a nice break there by Saber.
Yep, he's going to continue bombing before taking that magical staircase.
Digshake here in level 7 is going to try to tackle these blue wizards, but he's down to half a heart. He's hoping that that's a staircase room. Oh, shoot! We find the horizontal shoot room that you normally see in level 3 here in level 9.
Yeah, I think there's actually, in second quest rooms, I think there's actually 2 of each.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Saber's now taking the staircase.
Yep, he's going to go ahead and take it because, hey, who knows, maybe it's the staircase you need to find Link's room. Or he might have just found a stealth.
It's in the extreme tops. We know not to bomb the north wall.
And Saber's quickly saying, this is probably a stealth staircase. Dead end, a one-off. I'm not going to take any chances with my last bomb. Oh, and Digshake trying to get the last of the blue Wizrobes. The Wizrobes ain't having any of it. Back to start he goes.
Digshake's still not taking care of that Goma.
He doesn't have the wood arrow, so he can't take care of that Goma.
Oh, that's right. He didn't get him yet. He didn't get the Triforce out of 8 either.
Again, for all we know, that item might very well be behind that Goma. Again, we know by process of elimination that it's the red candle. And quickly, I'm going to go over the items since we're 53 minutes in and Saber's about to finish. We had in level 1, the ladder and the bow. Level 2, the red ring. Level 3, the magical boomerang. Level 4 had the wand. Level 5 had Lord Banana. Level 6, the white sword. Level 7 has the red candle. Level 8, the raft and the recorder. Level 9 has the book and the silver arrows. The Armo statue item was the magical key. The ladder item on the coast was the power bracelet, and the white sword item, the heart container. And magical sword was no more than 12 hearts.
See, we're continuing to try to find Link playing a really good game of hide and seek here in 9.
That's typical of, well, if in Digshake's case, that's typical of the Ice Queen because Zelda is a renowned hide-and-seek champion from her hero, so it's not a surprise that Link's doing an equally good job of playing hide-and-seek against Saber here. Nope, that's not it either.
Yeah, that's the door did not open, and this is looking like a dead end, so maybe I have to go to the right here.
And Digshake getting a lucky fairy drop from a blue Wizrobe. He's down to just one more blue Wizrobe, and he will have a chance to check that 5 Loungers room. Is there a push block? Yes, there is. Will he find his treasure in here? We're about to find out. No, that's the transport. Saber, unfortunately, not finding a push block, but does find a bomb hole to the north of that reverse C room. And we have not found any hints in level 9. No old men either.
Yeah, nothing yet.
We haven't found the map. We haven't found the compass. All we have found are the silver arrows. Again, the book is somewhere else here in level 9 as well. Digshake now has the compass, so now he knows exactly where the Triforce is here in level 7. A quintuple segment level 9. Dream on, Your Majesty. I'm afraid I don't think that's going to happen. Although we did have a segment to level 9 a couple of weeks ago, so they do exist.
Yes, it is possible.
And whenever that happens, then you're going to have 7 sets of transport staircases instead of the normal 6 that you're going to see. Here's another staircase for Crystal Saver. As Digshake picks up the Triforce in level 7, that is his 6th Triforce piece, but he may be running out of time, and Saver might be running out of time for that sub-hour, but he still has a pretty comfortable lead. There's the map!
And map's gonna be nice finally, so let some guide his way a little more.
Alright, so for the final time, contestants, name that ink blot.
It's what 9 always is, a nice hunk of Swiss cheese.
Yeah, man, this is a 55-room level 9, so a little bit below the vanilla amount, but still, it's a pretty healthy size, and I hate to tell you this, it's not segmented.
Well, now we're finally exploring the middle of level 9, which is something we've missed up until this point.
Absolutely. Again, now he's either looking for the compass or simply just hope that the shutter door is near. There's a turnstile room. There, well, we'll see. We'll see. Is Link here?
Yes!
Yes! That's it! Saber has done it, he has won the race, and he will move on to face against the number 2 seed, Amazing Toaster, in the next round, and Saber does get the sub-hour. Let's see those GGs for Crystal Saver.
Yep, finished with official SRL time of 56 minutes and 29 seconds.
That's a very, very impressive time for Crystal Saver. Little less than a 10-minute level 9. Again, Link being a very good hider, but Crystal Saver, that was still a really, really impressive seed he put up tonight. Sub-hour, found everything in the right order, and he's out on top.
And we have Saber joining us. GG.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Crystal Saver. A sub-hour performance. It was a right order seed for you. You found everything in the right order that you need. You found the red ring early, and you only took 1 death because of that. And you took the right gamble. The red candle ended up being in level 7, which was the level that both of you decided to gamble on correctly, might I add.
Yeah, that got me kind of nervous, but I was thinking you got 1 dungeon left. It's either 7 or 9. Going to 9. And I got scared when Ganon was so close.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking kind of you were walking on water that seed, because literally every move you made was the right decision. Finding Red Ring 10 minutes in, finding level 1 when you did, the Silver Arrows being early in 9, Ganon being early in 9, finding that we knew early on, because Digshake found a hint that the raft was required, because he got the hint that sailed to find the book.
Yeah, I didn't find that hint. I just decided to check the raft spot because went for the magic sword, and I said, I can check one thing here before I go.
And,
and I was like, what the heck? It was either that, Death Mountain, or Power Bracelet. And oh yeah, I never even picked up the Power Bracelet. Wow. It's on the coast, isn't it?
Yep.
I kind of forgot.
Well, it wasn't necessary, so.
I think maybe I was thinking a 7 had the Power Bracelet. And that's why I didn't go back to it too.
Yeah, speaking of the Power Bracelet held one of the hint shops that had the hint regarding the raft requirement, because the book happened to be the other item in level 9. You happen to find the silver arrows almost immediately, and you did that without the help of that hint. So again, this was just a right order seed for you, and your combat was pretty much on point, and Digshake just found the wooden boomerang in level 5. He's out of there. So very well played race for you today, Crystal Saver. So your you are moving on to the next round of the bonus bracket, which means your next race is going to be a rematch of your third Swiss match against Amazing Toaster. So you'll have a chance to get some revenge on him. But as you know, the next race you're going to be doing is going to have the Elite 8 flag. So how are you going to prepare yourself for the madness that's to come?
That's an easy answer. Figure out what the flags are, because I have no idea.
Well, we'll tell you what they are, because everybody, this is common knowledge for everybody. These are the changes that all of you guys are going to be doing with the Elite 8 flag, not just in the winners bracket, but now in the bonus bracket as well. Now you're going to be doing plus or minus 4 hit points with the enemies for the HP shuffle. Second quest overworld. That means 10 door repair penalties. Only 1 large secret. 6 small secrets with the normal 7 medium secrets. You're dealing with the second quest enemies. Those are the super ropes. You're dealing with the stealthos that are doing the Lionel beam that take away 2 hearts. You've got the walkthrough walls. You've got the red and blue bubbles, which nobody likes. Lots and lots and lots of different things. All community hints. So no more helpful hints the rest of this way.
Out of all those, I think I have to learn how to gamble more in the money-making game. Other than that, posture all the way.
Absolutely. As digshake finds his large secret behind vanilla level 9, he's up to 140 rupees. How about that bow block in level 8?
I was collecting so much money, and I was like, should I buy the hints or should I buy something else? And I stumbled across both take your money or take your life guys, paid both of them, and then realized I need the arrows, which I just had enough for. So if I bought the hints, I would have been farming rupees at that point. I did not know.
Absolutely. And digshake just purchased the wood arrows now, so now he can get the Triforce out of level 8 himself. But yeah, all 3 of the mugger rooms were found, so we knew that level 9. And that's the funny thing about level 9. You were in there for almost 10 minutes, and you didn't stumble upon a single old man, I don't think.
I did not. I can't recall.
It's amazing. There's 55 rooms in that level 9, because you did find the map, never found the compass, didn't need it. So the blue Goma in level 7 had the heart container, so he's now up to 11 hearts. So in his mind, he's got a 40% chance of the magical sword, but we know he's got a 2 and 3 chance, because you picked up the magical sword at 12 hearts.
I honestly wasn't going to get it until I went for the arrows.
Yeah, because it was just a quick trip to, where you needed to go, and then you went ahead after you picked up the magical sword with the raft in hand. You decided, I'm in this area, might as well check to see if this raft spot had a level 9. Lo and behold, it was, so it's always good to check to know where level 9 is, and like I said, this was a right order seed for you, Saber. You practically made every decision correctly. I guess if there was anything that was bad about the seed, and it wasn't that bad because level 9 is the great equalizer. Link was a pretty elusive hider.
That's for sure. I think he's tucked into a corner, and so far I only found one way to go through him to get to him. Everything else is blocked. You can't bomb around. So it might be a magic staircase. I'm not 100% sure on that yet.
Yeah, potentially. And congratulations, Crystal Saver, on a very impressive victory tonight. Thanks. We are down to 14. That's it. 14 players now left in the Zelda Randomizer tournament. You're facing off against Amazing Toaster, a rematch of the Swiss tournament earlier in the tournament. So, best of luck to you there. New York Ramble, do you have any other questions for Saver?
Just that your file name, Z4 versus Z2. So does that mean you're going to face Fred and Vitor sometime soon?
That could be possible.
Does Vitor actually run Zelda 1 randomizer?
Well, I know a lot of people have put in towards building the Zelda 3 randomizer. I'm not sure. I think he was the one that originated, though. So I think when Vitor and Fred face each other in the latest Key Sanity tournament, we made a joke about similar to that.
Hey, you never know. Maybe you should give this a shot. Level 8, though, that's one of the smallest level 8s I've ever seen. 28 rooms. And I've done a lot of races. I've seen a lot of races. That might be the smallest I've seen 8B. As digshake does pick up the Triforce out of level 8. That's his 6th Triforce piece. I have no further questions for you, Saver. Do you have any further questions, New York Rambler?
No, not at all.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck in your next race against Amazing Toaster, and who knows, maybe you'll make it to the championship round for the 3rd consecutive tournament, so we wish you the best of luck in that, Saver.
Thanks. It's like a coin flip for me. I kind of want to continue, but at the same time, I want to stop so I can work on the randomizer.
I certainly don't blame you, but I mean, Toaster did beat you during the rounds, and he is the number 2 seed, so he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. But as we've seen in the bracket stages, we've seen a lot of the top 10 go down, and there's only a few of them left in the Elite 8. So, or now in this case, we're down to the final 4 in the winners bracket. So, it's anybody's contest.
It'll be fun regardless. So I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. We only have 2 of the top 10 remaining in the Elite 8. That's Thurwolf, who's the number 5 seed, and JSR2 Gamers, who's the number 7 seed.
All right. Digshake has all 8 Triforces. He did not get the item out of 7, I don't think. So he's going to make the same gamble Saver made with level 9, having the silvers, and we know he's going to be handsomely rewarded right away.
That is correct, because again, he never found it, neither did Crystal Saver, but the item in level 7 is the red candle, so Digshake is on the hunt. 65 minutes and 13 seconds in. Now, don't get us wrong. Digshake has done a respectable job, and he has a chance to potentially finish the seed in under 80 minutes, which is going to win a lot of races. Just having to run against the Buzzsaw in Crystal Saver, again, sub-hour, which has won a lot of races. But if you saw earlier, Saver, if you're still with us, we had a race where sub-hour wasn't good enough. Sub 50 wasn't good enough.
Both of them got sub 50 from what I recall, right?
That is correct.
That was insane.
It was. I didn't see the race. Unfortunately. I'm probably going to have to check that one out. But yeah, both Dragon Dark and Unos put up a sub 50 earlier here on Speed Gaming. And it's just the same that somebody had to lose that race, because sub 50 in a tournament race is going to win 99.5% of the time, between 99.5 and 99.9% of the time. So Digshake's now into level 9, and he is going to have a fun time with these blue Lionels. The good news is he does have the red ring. The bad news is he never checked the magical sword spot, because he's, I don't blame him. He's got the white sword. He's got 11 hearts. He's got the red ring. That's virtually 44 hearts. So, I mean, magical sword is definitely not something on the priority list for Digshake, and he finds the old shoot room. But he could have checked, and he would have had a pretty good chance of picking up that magical sword. But, again, it's not a big priority item when you're in the situation that Digshake's in right now. He's pretty well equipped.
Yeah, any randomizer player is happy with red ring, white sword at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Digshake finding this transport staircase, and he's going to take it. Unfortunately, it's going to end up being the wrong move in terms of finding these silver arrows. Now, let's see if this was indeed a stealth staircase, like I mentioned earlier. Yep,
it is.
He
has the silvers, though. He's looking. I don't think he found Ganon yet, actually.
No, I think he knows where it is. Did he find the silver arrows?
Yeah, he definitely has the silvers.
Okay, he did find the silver arrows. All right. So Digshake does have the silver arrows. So he does have everything he needs to fight the beast.
He hasn't heard Ganon yet, though.
No, he has not heard the beast yet, which is kind of surprising, because Crystal Saver found it practically immediately.
Well, he went to Zelda's room, saw Zelda's room, and immediately left without hearing the noise of the beast.
Interesting. That is very interesting indeed there, New York Rambler. Digshake going to take this transport staircase. And don't forget, there's only one way to get to Ganon, because Saver was unable to bomb his way out of that Ganon fight. It was just the one way to get into his room. Aha, Patra, of course. Good old Patra that loves to mask Ganon sound. And that's one thing that we forgot to mention is if there's a Patra in the room and it's next to where Ganon's room is, he's going to mask Ganon's roar, and it's very hard to hear. There's usually sometimes a little bit of a grace period where you can hear Ganon's roar during a Patra fight, but yeah, Patra is notorious for doing that in level 9. That's why I like to call him Patra Wayne. You lose! For those of you who don't understand the reference, I'm doing a parody of the Tic-Tac-Toe 1990 host.
And your age is showing.
Yes, it is. I don't care about that. I know my age is showing, but it's all in good fun.
Digshake have to stumble on finding Zelda here before having to kill Ganon. It's going to be very unfortunate because we know he doesn't know yet that Ganon's literally 3 rooms away from start.
Yeah. Well, if Digshake finds enough of this level 9, he may find the path to Zelda's room because, again, it was next to the turnstile room, and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if there are extra ways to get to Zelda's room.
There seems to be 3 staircases.
3 staircases. All right, so Digshake does have a good sporting chance of finding Zelda's room. Well, he's near it because I remember, because he's just picked up the map. So Digshake just explores a little bit more. He will find the path to Zelda's room. Digshake going to take this path right here. He's going to find the staircase. I don't believe Saver checked around here, so he may find the book. And I'll be curious to see if he picks it up because he never found the wand in level 4. I don't think he's going to pick it up, but who knows? He might pick it up for the memes.
Yeah, always do it for the memes.
That took him all the way back to start.
Yep, that was a Silver Arrow room.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe now he'll stumble on Ganon here?
Well, if he goes to the north... Yeah, that's right. This is the room that masked him. This Patra right here. This is the Patra. He's going to go ahead and take him down. Once he takes it down, he's going to hear that roar. He's got to be careful. He's down to just 2 hearts because Patra does a half a heart of damage with the red ring. It's 2 hearts if you have no ring at all. But Patra will be dead and dead for good. And now, one more time, here's Ganon.
Well, Digshake is going to take 8 hits with the white sword as opposed to when Saber had to do only 4 with the magical sword. But he got a stun lock.
Yeah, took a couple of Hyrule drivers, but in the end, he's going to get a nice stun lock of Ganon. That was a great fight. He'll pick up the Triforce of Power, so now Digshake just needs to find where Zelda is, and Digshake will complete this race, and he potentially could get a sub 75 out of this, which, again, is a really, really good time in Zelda Randomizer. It's going to win a lot of races.
I'm someone who my best time is just over 90 minutes, so yeah, anything under 90 is obviously phenomenal.
Absolutely. I've only done 3 randomizer seeds in my entire life, but I'm thinking about doing more of them in the future. So I don't think it's going to be enough for me to go into tournaments or anything like that because I'm going to be honest with you, New York Rambler, my combat stinks.
I mean, mine does too. I think you commentated one of mine. That's my biggest downfall in Zelda 1 at least, and I prefer Zelda 3 for that reason alone. Is just that there's less combat, and that seems to determine a lot of races in Zelda 1. I still love Zelda 1 as a game, though.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. It's a game I like to play every other week, and, it's a lot of fun. So, Digshake now in this room. He's going to try to bomb to the north successfully.
That's not the right direction. We know Zelda's going to be hiding somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he's hoping to get a heart or a fairy drop here soon. Oh, looking at a fairy drop.
Very nice. I kind of wonder because that is a very nice drop there for Digshake. A very lucky drop indeed. Now there are ways you can force fairies. If you can get that count to 16, you kill 16 enemies in a row, and you do not get hit during that 16 in a row, and that 16 enemy drops something, you're going to get a fairy drop out of it.
Yeah, similar to the 10th enemy has the bomb thing.
Correct. What New York Rambler means by that is if you kill 10 enemies in a row without getting hit, and you bomb the 10th enemy, and that 10th enemy is in a drop group, any drop group at all, you're going to get a fresh set of bombs. Now, if you use the 10th enemy and you use your sword to kill it, then you get a 5 rupee drop instead. Looks like digshake is near where he needs to be. Because, again, we saw the turnstile room, and there's another Patra.
Yeah, the turnstile. It's one north of the turnstile room once we find it.
Correct. Now he's going to sneak past this Patra, but Patra doesn't want him to sneak past him. Digshake going to head to the north here. There's Ganon's room. So we had Ganon and Zelda's room in this particular level 9. And there we go. Yep, he's found the turnstile room. There's the shutter door that automatically opens. And digshake is going to finish this race right at the 75-minute mark. Get your GGs out for digshake. He played a great race.
The official SRL time is 75 minutes and 3 seconds.
And with that, we do have digshake in the commentator's booth with us. GG, digshake. That was a very respectable run by you tonight.
I don't know about that.
Well, you did take quite a few deaths, and, that kind of hurt you early on. You did manage to find the red ring in level 2, and both of you decided to dodge the item in level 7, which turned out to be the red candle. You knew that the book was in level 9 because you purchased the hint regarding the raft requirement, and the raft requirement in this case was in level 9. And both of you had trouble finding the raft, and it ended up being in level 8. Both of you found it very late. But in your case, Saver just got really, really lucky. This is what we like to call a right order seed. And Saver, unfortunately for you, just did everything right. And there just wasn't much you could do. 56 minutes and change. That's a tough time to beat.
Yeah, Saver played a hell of a run, no doubt about it. I'm not upset about the deaths. I'm more upset about the arrow shop. I think there was, I was looking for an arrow shop for a large portion of that seed. I wanted to buy arrows the whole time, and as far as I know, the arrow shop was the rare shop, and the only one that existed was the one up near Spectacle Rock there.
That's right. The wooden arrows did happen to be the rare shot. You did need the arrows to get the Triforce out of level 8 in the end. It probably would have helped your combat. You would have gotten the heart container out of level 7 faster. Would have helped against pulls, voices, things like that. Yeah, it's always tough when you're looking for that item and it happens to be the rare shop, whether it's arrows, bombs, the blue candle, bait. Well, bait, there's 2 different types of shops, but in any event, yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes when you're looking for an item and it's just nowhere to be found. So yeah, a little bit of a tough break on your part right there. So it's still a very respectable run for you. In your case, your level 9 was about the same as Saver's level 9. Level 9 was kind of trolly. It was a convoluted path to get to Zelda in your case. Ganon, in your case, Patra did troll you because he was masking Ganon's roar. There was another way you could hear Ganon's roar, but you went in there too quickly. When you found Zelda's room, you could have heard Ganon's roar from there, or did you hear it?
I guess I didn't hear it from Zelda's room. I heard it in the Patra room the first time. I was just...
Oh, you did? Gotcha.
I didn't care. I went left, and I think the door closed behind me. I was like, well, whatever. We're just gonna go look around a bit.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't really too worried about it. I figured he was probably up there. I was just taking my time. But yeah, I was, as soon as I saw the silvers in 9, I knew there was no way I was going to win that seed, because like you said, I got the hint for the book being in 9, and I was going to dig. I had already made up in my mind I was going to dig all the items that I could before going to 9, knowing that one of the 2 is the book. Like, why would I even go dig the silvers? And then I, see silvers right there in the first friggin' room from start. It's like, well, there was no way I was ever going to win that seed. Not to discount Saver, he had a hell of a run, but yeah, that hint, I think, hurt me more than it helped me, honestly.
Yeah, well, it was still a pretty good tournament. You made it to the final 16 of the tournament, so congratulations on a very, very nice run. Let's hear your GGs for both of our runners, digshake and Crystal Saver. They put up quite a performance for you tonight. So hopefully we'll see you again in a future tournament, because you played pretty darn well throughout the course of this entire tournament, digshake. I know you're more of a Zelda 2 randomizer player. You are the creator of that, so it is your strong suit, but we hope to see you again in a future tournament.
Yeah, thanks, guys, and thanks to the organizers. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get a little bit farther. I was hoping for a better performance, but I can't complain. I had a lot of fun, and I'm kind of sad that it's over. I want to play more tourney races.
And in the end, it's all about having fun.
That's exactly right. And while there's always the nightly races, they have those, every single night. We've got the nightly races that usually happen around 9, 10 p.m. Eastern. So there's always that. If you ever need to scratch that Zelda randomizer itch, there's always those.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Great tournament for you. We wish you the best of luck in the future. And any final questions for Digshake Rambler?
No, you got it all handled.
All right, thanks, guys.
Absolutely. We wish you the best of luck. All right, so that is going to do it for us tonight. I do want to point out that a new race has been scheduled for Wednesday night. According to Cyclone GU, it's going to be Breasticle versus Chest Jerk. Wednesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. There's currently not a channel yet to be determined, but that should be a very exciting race. The number 1 seed Chest Jerk going up against Breasticle. That's going to be a good one. We also have a couple other races, I do believe.
Yeah, let me bring up the schedule real quick. We got on, also on Wednesday. Oh, that's today, never mind. No, the only one scheduled right now is the one on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right. Wednesday is 2 days from now. Today is Monday. All right, I'm going to take a look at our speed gaming schedule and let you guys know what's coming up here on speed gaming. It has just turned to Tuesday the 20th, and it looks like right now in progress, it looks like it's just about ready to wrap things up on Speed Gaming 4. They're doing a Super Mario Sunshine race, so it looks like the tail end of that is going on right now on Speed Gaming 4, so check that out. And then, of course, there's plenty of other events happening during Speed Game throughout the rest of the day. Make sure you check out that schedule for more events. So that is going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of our two racers, Digshake and Crystal Saver, on behalf of our restreamer, Feasel, and here on Speed Gaming, and who was our tracker? We need to give him a shout out. Cyclone GU. We give you the shout out. Thank you very much for doing the tracker. Make sure you follow all of the people I mentioned, and also make sure you give my commentator partner, New York Rambo, a follower as well. He did a tremendous job with the commentary. So, and
shout out to Laz, the best in the business when it comes to Z1 commentating.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That's going to do it for us tonight. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have yourselves a great evening, and we will see you next time. So long, everybody.